Hello and welcome to another edition of Up the Reds with me, Andy Canbay. A couple of things to do on this one. Just run over the Fulham game, and then we'll get on to the press conference and the Brentford games, and some transfer gossip, because that's all it'll be, transfer gossip. So Fulham. That takes us to 5 games unbeaten. It was a narrow 1-0 victory. We have to thank Alisson for keeping us in that game. He made 2-3 very good saves to keep us in the game at 1-0. We should have scored more than one goal, really, if I'm honest with you. But the second half, our passing was... well, it wasn't very good. Like some Mo, Darwin Núñez, some of the midfielders. The only bright spark for that game for me was Trent playing superbly again. Clean sheet was a bonus, but we have to thank that for that down to Alisson. I thought Curtis Jones had a really good game. So yeah, all in all, it was okay, not perfect. I think the energy in the legs were just running out after the games that Liverpool have recently played. You know, as it Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday, something like that. Monday, whatever. But yeah, looked like the games were catching up on them. So I'm hoping that they're going to be rested for the Brentford game. So let's get on to Jurgen's press conference. Had it today. First thing that was mentioned was the national anthem. Look, I've been to Anfield, I've been to finals at Wembley. We've booed the national anthem. Okay, we've been doing it for years. So I'm not asked about this coronation weekend or anything like that. All I'm bothered about is Liverpool Football Club. But what I don't like is authorities telling us fans to sing the national anthem at Anfield. Just keep it for international football, which is shite anyway. So yeah, there'll be lots of boos there. Do I have any sympathy about that? No, not at all. As I said, we've been doing it for years. We'll do it again. We'll probably sing "You'll Never Walk Alone" while that's on, and you hear some jeering and whistling. And the club's put a statement out today saying that the hands were tied by what the Premier League wanted them to do. Well, not really. Your hands are not tied. You can turn around and just say, no, we're not going to play it. You know, what's the point? It's got this crappy event that's going on down south. It's got nothing to do with football, nothing at all. So right, I've got that one off my chest. Talking about my chest, it's my birthday today, so I treated myself to a training top, which I like the players in. So I thought, oh, that looks really nice. I'll get one of those. Yeah, so on to Jurgen's for the Jurgen's press conference. He didn't want to say much about the national anthem. It's a stupid question to ask Jurgen, who's a German. I mean, if it was an English manager at Liverpool, he'd probably say, "Oh yeah, this, that, and the other." But Jurgen said, "I don't. What do I know?" You know. So which is perfect for him. And then the next question was about Millie, about Millie leaving. He wanted Millie to stay, but obviously Millie's going to do whatever he has to do to go and find himself a fresh new challenge. Look, we've had him for 7 years. He's been a great servant for us. He's won everything with us. So yeah, he's been a sort of like perfect pro on and off the pitch. He does a lot of work for charity as well. So So yeah, one of those players that I'll be sad to see go. But let's be honest, he's 37. He can't give us what he gave us 3, 4, 5 years ago of his 7-year tenure. So yeah, good luck to the lad when he goes. And then question was asked about transfers. McAllister's name came up from Brighton. Jurgen said no. He said you'll be the first to know about transfers, so there's nothing to report, etc. Regarding that. And then went on to the Brentford game. Sorry, just talking about the transfers. Before that, a journal asked him about are they going to make it into the top four now, and he said, we're not even thinking about that. We've we're just thinking about the Brentford game. I don't think about anything else. We've won 5 games on the bounce. We can only do what we have to do, and we'll see at the end of the season where we finish. So, but yeah, it's after last night's result at Brighton, them doing United 1-0. United still have a game in hand. They're 4 points ahead of us. So, but yeah, the math dictates that United should win 3 games and they'll clinch that 4th spot. I never think that we were going to make 4th spot after the World Cup games started in January. I think it was a long sort of like slog for us to get the season over and done with, because we weren't playing particularly good football. That's only come good football's only come to us in the last month, which is dictated by the result. How many goals have we scored? 16 or something. Conceded 7. Still far too many goals for us to concede, but we are scoring goals, and the clean sheet was a bonus thanks to Elliott on Wednesday. So yeah. And Jurgen mentioned the Brentford game, and I totally had to agree with him. He said that Brentford are a different animal to what they've been playing. We know how Brentford play: fast counter-attacking, set pieces, aerial threats. Keeper kicks it long to get one-on-one with our centre half. So it'll be an interesting game for us on the Saturday night late kick-off at Anfield. I just thought that the crowd at the Fulham game, just talking about Anfield there, were very, very subdued and quiet. I don't know if how many supporters that were at the game. It looked like the singing was only coming from the Kop, or it sounded like from the Kop. Not sure in the main stand where you get lots of tourists getting tickets to Liverpool games, sitting in there. So yeah, let's hope that with the 5:30 kickoff, some lads have had some liquid refreshment to get them singing from 5:30 onwards, and get the lads up for it. I expect to see Robbo back at left back. I thought Simicast did all right. He wasn't pulling up trees, but what do you expect? He's not played for weeks and weeks and weeks, and you're asking him to come into a high tense game like Fulham. But yeah, expect to see the same 3 in midfield of Hendo, Curtis, and Fabinho. But then again, Jurgen might spring a surprise on us, and he might play Elliott in there. So yeah, interesting one. That one up front is interesting as well. I didn't think Mo played well in the second half against Fulham, and yet he stayed on pretty much for the full game there. Um, Jota's carrying a bit of a knock. I'd start with Luis Diaz on the left, Cody Gakpo in the middle, and Mo Salah on the right hand side. Obviously, the back four will pick itself, as I've already mentioned. That Robbo will be back in at left back, Trent at right back, Ibu and Virgil, the centre pairings there. So yeah, we have to be very wary of Brighton, because they're not a bogey team for us, but they certainly will put up a fight against us. They'll battle for everything. I'm hoping we need to get the better of them, especially at the top end of the field. For us, we need to be converting chances and putting the game to bed early. And we probably need 3 goals against them. I've got them down as a 3-1 win for us on the old coupon, but we'll have to wait and see. So yeah, on to transfer gossip, and that's all it is. I don't take it seriously unless it's come from the football club or announced by the football club. Don't listen to local journalists anymore. I don't think they have a clue on the inside until maybe hours before a transfer happens. So lots of speculation about McAllister. I watched the United game last night with Brighton on the purpose of there's interest from us about a couple of Brighton players, and he was one of them. I thought he had an outstanding game. United players tried to chop his legs off at one point. Probably heard that Liverpool were in for him, but I also heard that Manchester United are in for him as well, and they'll pay whatever it takes to get into Old Trafford. But sources, not my sources, this is pure speculation, the IDKs, or whatever you call them, are saying that he prefers to come to Liverpool. So we'll just have to wait and see on that one. There's other players as well that have been linked to with us, Mason Mount, etc., and some others, but the lad from Sporting. So we'll just have to wait and see. I know that Jurgen wants to get the transfer business done early. The earliest he can get anything done will be May, June. June more likely, as the players' contracts are up to June when they are finished, or when negotiations can start. So yeah, bits and pieces. If you haven't heard it from Liverpool Football Club, first, the likelihood is it ain't happening. Okay, so I'm out on a birthday bash tomorrow, so I will be watching the game, probably on my phone. So I'll probably do a one of these on Sunday. Okay, I want you to enjoy your Friday night. I want you to enjoy your Saturday. Hopefully 3 points for the Reds, and that'll take us to a winning streak of 6 games, and which will carry us well into the next game. Okay, up the Reds. See ya.